wasn't chosen after that, and the loser keeps on choosing until we are done and dusted and moving on to the grand finals. So here we are, game one between Complexity and AllMid. AllMid having that magical run yesterday to qualify for the flagship LAN in Riyadh in July. As Ray's Bull will start it off though for Complexity, met by Curie in the air.
Honestly, when you think about AllMid's story, it gets a little crazier the more you think about it. Because just even in their RLCS debut in Winter Regional 3, and then they've made every regional since then. They made the last 2 regionals as well. And while they haven't really gotten any results, the fact that they're making it in pretty consistently is telling. And I think that making it to this LAN, you get a little bit more practice here against Complexity, and maybe you get a look at Space Station if you end up taking this one. But this kind of experience, not every team in AllMid's camp are going to get this type of experience stack. So I'm curious, long term for this team, where they're going to be. Complexity's going to be a tough out. They're already starting to control the game a little bit, but you can't discount AllMid in 3v3. They have contended in every single series that they've played in as far as threes is concerned. We were counting them out a little early on in the tournament, but not any longer. AllMid have proved that they are a threat in each game mode in the tournament.
And every event proves to be an opportunity for a team like this. That's something that Complexity knows all too well. Taking that leap of faith during the Intel World Open to start moving up towards Mexico and establish themselves as competitors in North America. And they too have gotten to travel the world where, who knows if they stay together, if they're still in the South American region. Maybe they go through another big roster shuffle there and mix up with some more Brazilian players. Rayzbull making the save there. He's already got 3 in the first couple of minutes. And AJG denied by Curie, who's been excellent defensively here while we've been setting the stage for you. Setting up Angel now, and Shad so quickly there to stop Angel's double effort. Flitz with a whiff, and then Shad and Rayzbull kind of got in each other's way. That looked like a breakaway that's gone by the wayside, and Rayzbull just have to kill off a counterattack out of AllMid, but really it feels like it should be 1-0.
Yeah, I think that that was definitely Complexity's chance to put in. Rayzbull and Shad tying each other up. Let AllMid hang around. They'll play that tight 0-0 game for a long time. They did so against Oxygen. They can do it here. Look at the transition here from Flitz. He was the hero at the end of that series versus Oxygen. Put in a sick double tap at the very end to give AllMid that LAN ticket to Riyadh. But Shad trying to push that ball out. Complexity going to take the ball back. I like how AllMid look early on here. They're not completely winning the boost battle. They are forced back to their orange half pretty consistently, but the transitions looking pretty threatening right here from AllMid.
Curie not a factor defensively at the moment, on his way back. AJG going to take this himself off the self-pass to the ceiling, and now Angel will take away. Complexity going to want to avoid Curie if the first couple of minutes are any indication. Curie shut down just about everything Complexity has thrown at him. As Flitz will delay, Curie up the ladder to meet AJG. They got around him this time, and Angel will just bring this around, and AJG accidentally lands on the ball, so AllMid has to delay what they were trying a little bit. Flitz, good bounce pass over to Curie. Flip reset, and AJG shut it down.
Like the creativity in front there from Curie. Got the initial 50 win. It's not over for AllMid either. Nice catch here from Curie. Was looking for a teammate at first, but nobody was there. Now they're forced to just kind of meet each challenge with Complexity and actually go back to their own half. This is not where Complexity want to be. They're not able to completely control the game. In fact, it's been AllMid who's started to get more chances, and Curie has been setting up the plays like that. When Curie starts getting into that disruptor role, if he finds a couple more of those cheeky flip reset passes, that could catch Complexity out. They're gonna force Complexity to come out and meet them at the punch. Flitz getting mechanical as well. And Complexity are starting to struggle, Stacks.
They are, but still, both teams just one strike away, maybe one mistake from the opposition away from taking this first and very critical 3v3 contest. Angel taken away by Rayzbull. 20 seconds, pass to AJG for the win, just high over the bar. Another quality opportunity out of Complexity, turned aside by Old Ironsides this time, as the crossbar comes to the rescue. Now Flitz got a piece of this, but Shad playing one out. Not many great looks on this half of the field for AllMid. RazeBull just has to play a little more defense. Overtime is looming for the 15th time in this tournament. We'll drop down and play OT, and Jorby, 4 out of the 14 up to this point have been decided in over a minute. That leaves the other 10, sometimes only 3 seconds in. We've had some fast overtimes, and this one here threatening to be another quick one.
That one popped in the roll off. The ramp goes so quickly, but look at the catch from Shad. RazeBull staying in the area as well. That was a really tight situation for Complexity, but again, like their last defensive stands, they're able to push that ball into the corner. They haven't made really any errors on the defensive end. And look at AGG doing work in the midfield. Shad might get the double. Angel steals it away. RazeBull has to wait, but he gets the first touch out. Even AllMid's defense, not the easiest to crack through, but they just might find the hole off the post. He just missed it, and RazeBull will collect. Complexity get the all-important Game 1 victory here in the 3v3.
And outside of Space Station Gaming, it runs Complexity's record in 3v3s to 5-0 now, as they survive in overtime with AllMid. Now, here's the thing, Jorby. AllMid has had a choice now. This will be their 7th game choice. All but one time they've gone with 1v1s, but they're opting to go for 2s this time around. Maybe they understand, look, it doesn't really matter what we pick here with the longer format. We know we're getting a 1v1 in game 3. I kind of like going to 2s here.
Well, you know, it is a best of 7, so you do get more lives.
Yep.
And it's not just, you know, one game mode apiece. But I actually like the pick here from AllMid. I think that Complexity do have a strong duo in AJG and RazeBull, but AllMid, I think they also have a pretty solid duo. You know, really, no matter who you pick, they usually go Angel Flitz, and I imagine that's probably what they go here. Chronic, excuse me, Chronic Flitz.
Well, I mean, they've mixed it up all throughout the tournament. It's been crazy. I mean, yeah, they've gone with Angel Kiri, Chronic Flitz, Angel Chronic. Looks like they're going with Angel Chronic this time.
Yeah, I was thinking that they pick 2s instead of 1s now, because if they go down 2-0, right, then you get the 1v1 as a buffer. You trust Chronic to be able to beat RazeBull in the 1v1. I know RazeBull beat Daniel earlier, but I'm going to beat the same drum as earlier. Chronic is a really good 1v1 player. If RazeBull continues to play as he is, then I guess he's just going to be that difficult of an out. But you basically get that game 3 to stop the bleeding, and then it resets. Complexity likely go back to 3v3 in game number 4, right? And AllMid played really close. I mean, it went to overtime. AllMid had chances on net. I think they're confident in their 3v3 gameplay. So if they can split the next 2 games, they don't necessarily have to win this 2v2, but if they're confident they can win that 1v1, the Complexity forced back into the 3v3, then AllMid have that 1v1 back in their pocket. And so I think it's a fine choice to pick the 2v2 now. You give yourself a chance to try to beat this Complexity 2's team, and maybe give yourself that chance at pulling ahead in the 1v1, but we'll see.
It's interesting, they go with RazeBull and Shad here for the 2v2, where it's the only combination they haven't tried yet. Complexity is yet to win a 2v2 in this event. They've gone 0 for 3 with AJG and RazeBull, and AJG and Shad combined. Could go 0-1. Here goes Chronic.
I was going to say, I like Chronic.
Reset. Oh, he almost scored there, Jorby, as this is why you bring Chronic in, right?
Absolutely. He's got the mechanics to be able to create plays all on his own, or even switch it up on you on a dime, just like he did there. Tried for the feint on the touch from RazeBull. Drill that ball out to the side. I actually like the Shad pick, Stacks. You said the results obviously not working with AJG, but I think Shad, he's got a really... Doesn't matter. What was I saying, Stacks?
2 casters walk into a pub. I don't know. What were we talking about a moment ago? Angel getting the benefit of a little bit of help here from Lady Luck.
If you get to the bottom of your drink, there's no liquid left in it. Is that the caster walking into the bar joke?
Yeah, pretty much.
State the obvious. Oh, wow, there are seats at this bar. If you sit at it, the bartender will take your order. Thanks. Back to you, Jim.
I'll have a cheeseburger. RazeBull up top. Hey, you can never not have a bad burger, okay? Come on. Wait.
I'll let you get back to your drink.
We're gonna go back to Chronic playing this to the corner. But just stop bullying me, Jorby. Chronic, all the way to the corner, needs this corner boost to spawn. It did not for him. That's going to put him and AllMid in a tough spot, but he does have full boost the other way. Now he can finally break out. Angel waiting to clean up the rebound, and instead Shad plays that out and away. Complexity kind of holding AllMid at bay for the most part. I mean, if that one goal they give up is all they give up, I think you take that right now with as crazy fast and mechanical as AllMid can be at times. You just kind of have to realize you're going to give up something to them. And if you can play good fundamental Rocket League, you should be able to outscore them here. As RazeBull is going to set up Shad, but no clear coming here. Angel to Chronic. No opportunities for Complexity. Still 2 minutes to go, though, Jorby. Plenty of time. Just kind of got to wonder when they're going to break down this AllMid defense.
I mean, each team is just kind of going for hard touches. This is the first real attempt at a carry by Angel in, 1+ minutes. But for a while, it was just, okay, we'll launch the ball down to your end. Okay, we're going to do a quick pass, but then it's going to be a boomer. And no one's really able to break, but it's just that one goal earlier from Angel that could be the difference. Complexity just haven't had really anything going on offense. They get the initial clear, but then they don't have the recovery to be able to get back, prevent that clear in the neutral zone. The neutral zone is extremely hard to hold in twos. Most times it is smarter just to let it go and try to steal the ball away. But when you're not in control of a 2v2, it can be hard to get it back. You need that mechanical ability to be able to break through these defenders. Something that Chronic obviously has. We know RazeBull has it. Shad has certainly been able to pop off as well. I know AllMid really got that advantage. It's a good demo from RazeBull. Shad just gonna launch it. Did he catch him out? He did. And that's the type of game we're playing here. Tennis on Rocket League 1-1.
Yeah, the big demo by RazeBull. Shad actually did a really good job there. He got beat to the corner boost a moment ago, and then he realized he had to pick up pennies, but RazeBull bought him enough time that he didn't have to panic and jump right into a defensive play. He was able to pick his spot, and AllMid just got a little too comfortable. We're all knotted up, so both teams scoring kind of fluky goals from long range. And so we're right back where we started, only with 50 seconds left this time, and still looking for a winner here in game 2. RazeBull trying to go through, looking for Angel. Did not make contact. Here goes Chronic. You know that he wants to get out into some space and kind of turn this 2v2 into a 1v1, and Complexity are not giving him that luxury.
We saw Shad trying to buy time for RazeBull to get back and get set up, but RazeBull is very lucky he did not get dunked. I mean, he did get dunked, but it wasn't into the net. And now just trying to keep control of the ball, pre-flip to get the boost, keeping Chronic off of it. He's successful, but Angel's got the ball. With possession, couldn't slip underneath. Shad drills through him on the challenge. RazeBull underneath now with less than 10. Jumps up, stays on the ground. Oh, RazeBull absolutely fools the defense, and he's given Complexity the late lead.
Hey, Chronic, get the notebook out and take notes. That's what you got coming at you in about 4 seconds. We know the 1v1's coming, and we have a pretty good idea who it is. Is that the winner for Complexity in the twos matchup? Chronic got to get in the air, and he does. No time on the clock. Can't let it touch down. Run over Shad. He's at the goal line. Oh, no.
What? Oh my God, that was some highway Manfield robbery if I've never seen it, Stacks. What?
Wow.
What?
I did everything right. Everything right, except he didn't avoid the crossbar.
Oh man, that's like you get the puck halfway across the goal line and then the skate of the goalie just somehow bounds into it and it bounces out. It didn't actually cross. GG. Oh, no. Nothing there.
Look at this heartbreak. RazeBull.
Wow.
4 seconds left. That's your winner. And now, so not only do you have to then run that back, because I have to imagine it's going to be Chronic up against RazeBull. By the way, the first 2v2 win for Complexity in this whole event comes on that goal from RazeBull. Now, you have to deal with the fact that that game probably should have gone to overtime, if not for the slimmest of margins. Now we go into game 3. You got to have a short-term memory because you can't change the past.
That dunk just, you almost felt like that should have been in. I mean, it bounced off the post like 3 times. I believe it bounced off the inside of the post first.
Yeah.
off the
inside,
crossbar.
then it just kind of angled
One to
out.
the far post. Yeah, it just, and out. You know, GG, Psionics.
2018 all over again. All right, here we go. Raise Bull and Chronic will tee it up here for a 1v1. Remember, Complexity leads 2-0 in this series. It's a best of 7, so this is not the end. But if Raise Bull pulls it off, boy, it might as well be.
I'm really curious how Raise Bull will, or how Chronic will play against Raise Bull, rather. It's time to stop doubting Raise Bull. And I just want to point this out. I think some people already know it out there, but I asked Raise Bull just to confirm. This man hasn't played a single game of ones in ranked in his life. Literally, I'm pretty sure he just started today, and he just got air triple bumped. He saved it! This is what he was doing the whole time versus Daniel. Like, Daniel would go for crazy stuff. He'd make all the right plays, and then Raise Bull just comes flying out of the net because he can, and it's a save. Are you, what?
Tell you what, if you watch this event and you are not a fan of Raise Bull at the end of it, what's wrong with you? Let me ask you, Jorby.
You ain't watching.
How much money do you get paid playing ranked ones? None. If there's no money in it, Raise Bull don't want it. There is money here. Even for charity, Raise Bull wants it, and he is taking the fight right to Chronic, just the way he did to Daniel. I love this.
This would be a massive win for Raise Bull, or for Complexity, if Raise Bull can pull this out, because Chronic has been what got AllMid to this point. You think about that series against Oxygen. 2 of their game wins were 1v1s, and Chronic winning those 1v1s to put AllMid in position. That was just, you can't! Illegal! Red flag, take him out, put him in the penalty box. Chronic gets a free kick. I don't really understand. How in the world are you making these saves?
It's an absolute cyborg right now.
Save that, Raise Bull. Save that. Didn't think so.
He'll score. That's what it took. I mean, he had to sweat for $140. 3:20 left on the clock before he finally just happens to win a challenge and keep Raise Bull behind him. That's incredible.
Yeah, save that one, Raise Bull.
It wouldn't surprise me if he did. And I'm sure he's got an answer coming. Off the kickoff. Got Chronic cheating up on him. Good control. But there's Chronic slamming the door on the near side. It's a great job defensively by Chronic. We expect it out of Chronic. Raise Bull is just like the kid that shows up like, oh yeah, by the way, I also go to this school. I'm actually the best player.
Dude shows up on the ice.
This.
He's like,
I didn't need to. The post came to the rescue.
Post helping him out. Chronic still got control though. Raise Bull's got 48. He's in a good spot. And Chronic just lost the ball. He didn't even make contact on the challenge. That's a free goal.
Everything's free with
Chronic.
Raise Bull.
I gotta see this again. Oh, we're not going to see it again because the replay decided Chronic's look was so bad that we're going to save him the shame of seeing that one twice. But that's not one that Chronic usually drops. Raise Bull had the perfect line on him, picks his moment to challenge. Like the moments that Raise Bull decides to challenge are almost at the perfect time every time. When you think that Chronic's actually got the one up on him, Raise Bull's got just enough in his boost tank to get into position, take the touch away, like right there, puts it against the side, never takes his eyes off the ball. It's actually kind of mental how Raise Bull, how disciplined he is, and he's never really played ones competitively in his life. That just blows my mind.
Chronic 4-1 in ones. The one came today. As Raise Bull going up against Chronic, could not force his way through. Hey, Raise Bull himself, he's 3-1. Remember, he split with Alpha Cap in that opening series they played. Chronic trying to go through Raise Bull. This still goes forward, but he's got time to go for boost. And Chronic not able to just roll that in behind him. It's Raise Bull's turn. It's almost like fencing. Raise Bull has right of way. Flip reset, can't get through Chronic. But look at the quick recovery. Comes right up from behind Chronic, grab the midfield boost, grab his own back boost, send this across, and Chronic still forced to play a low-scoring affair. You know he just wants to turn this into a track meet up and down the field, and Raise Bull's not letting him.
I mean, Raise Bull doing a good job even on his retreat. Not this time. He's going to have to defend wide. Going to sit in net a little early here against Chronic. Chronic just not really having an angle. He actually ran out of boost on the play, so he wasn't going to have much to do with it. Now Raise Bull's got the move, tried the wave dash. And there it is again. Raise Bull taking the ball away, forcing Chronic to play his game. One of the things that makes Chronic more comfortable in 1v1 is when he's controlling that boost game. If you take away that, it's going to be hard for Chronic to really do anything. Raise Bull has been exceptional so far. Another boost steal, but can he actually punish him? That might be the one. Chronic racing back, but there it is. Raise Bull punishes, and that's just the effect of all of that control on the boost, following Chronic all around the field, keeping the ball away from him, and really phenomenal effort from Raise Bull.
This is not what AllMid has signed up for. You go back to their series earlier today, the team that chose format lost every single game earlier. Chronic will tie this one up with 49 seconds left, and now we got another instant classic brewing here in the final minute.
And you saw Raise Bull, his approach on that kickoff, he got just a little bit to the side of it, and I think he timed his dodge a little late, or a little, actually a little early, not a little late, excuse me. And Chronic chooses not to dodge into the kickoff, and he missed the shot. That one, it's gotta be in if you're Chronic. You can't miss that one. You played the kickoff perfectly. That's a good save. Raise Bull's gonna be forced back, but you think it could already be 3-2 Chronic off the two nice kickoffs. And you're talking about AllMid getting into the series.
Raise Bull, missed opportunity here. He had 40 boosts. Maybe had time to go grab a full canister at some point. Never took advantage of that opportunity. Chronic trying to bait him in, and Raise Bull is having none of it. Raise Bull knows how the mind games work. Did it against Daniel. He needs to dive onto this, and he does! The missile comes through with 10 seconds.
El Toro takes a stampede straight to the net. Got bumped, doesn't matter. He's got the boost, no problem. Oh my goodness, this is a man on a mission. Are you trying to prove something to people, Raise Bull? Because I think you're proving something to people. Oh, hang on, he just lost the kickoff, Stacks. Chronic, he's got a chance at it, but Raise Bull's jumped from the opposite side of the field. Chronic gets bumped off the play. That's gonna do it, unless he can somehow get back to this ball. He does. Raise Bull forces him off, and that's gonna do it. My, oh my, this man is absolutely popping off, but wait, Chronic's kept it in the air.
What's gonna do it?
Here he goes, here he goes. I love this game. I love this game so much. Thank you for making it, Psyonix, because I don't have anything better to do in my life than watching Chronic tie a game at 0 seconds, 3-3, as AllMid are trying to get back in the series.
Chronic made lemonade out of apples. Are you kidding me? All tied up, and we go to overtime when Chronic was absolutely dead in the air. Raise Bull, after all that, will still end it in OT.
Everyone's saying that it's cursed. Y'all look like fools now, don't you? Chronic bumps Raise Bull right into the ball, and there's nothing he can do about it. Complexity up by 3, and they might sweep.
They just might. Still best of 7. Here in our lower bracket final, there is still work to be done. AllMid gets a choice, but they cannot choose 1v1.
That was their trap card, Stacks. That was their trap card.
It was.
And it didn't work. They got burned.
This is supposed to be their free win, and it has not been the case today. They go 0-2 now in 1v1 matchups today, and they may be the last one they get with Raise Bull coming through again.
This guy's so good at the game. It's just
North America's and South America's best kept secret, Jorby.
I just like, how have you escaped the 1v1 clutches for this long? You just hate the mode? I feel like he just hates the mode. He has to, right? Or is
I guess.
Why do you hate the mode when you're that good?
Can't blame his teammates, you know, when he does have a bad day. I don't know. That's my excuse anyways. Granted, my bad days all end in Y, so whatever. But
well, that's unfortunate, but you know what is fortunate?
That really is.
We're
going to 3s.
Yeah, okay.
AllMid had the choice of 3v3 or 2v2. And, I mean, darned if you do and darned if you don't, right? Because, yeah, Complexity hasn't lost 3s outside of a couple to SSG earlier today. But, you know, that's what AllMid has played the most of. So you kind of got to go with what you're most confident in. But how about this? This will be the first time I think we see Chronic play 3s for AllMid. So he wants to run it back 3 in a row here.
Now this is really interesting because, you know, everybody who thinks they're an SSL wants to tell me that Chronic can't play 3s, and that's why he will never play 3s. But see what he's got. I felt yesterday against Oxygen that they should have put him in. But, you know, I looked like a fool because they ended up winning anyway. So it's actually interesting to me that they put him in this time. Being down 3-0, you certainly got to pull something out of the bag, Stacks.
Oh, Chronic got the demolition by AJG,
Oh.
and Kiri will score because of it.
That is nasty from Kiri. A nice catch. Drops it down. Also has got a headhunter in front of him. But look at the catch and the pop. Right into the corner. Razebull, for all of his heroics, couldn't even save that one. Beautiful play from Kiri.
And now Chronic's going to get on the ball here, and this is exactly what he's wanted. Trying to get around AJG, but no can do. Now Kiri, quick land on the sidewall. Chronic thought about turning. And that's where the adjustment's going to come, right? Because maybe Chronic should have turned there. And that's his 1v1 instinct. But then he's got to think about, okay, I need to rotate just in case they beat me. I don't want to be the guy ball chasing, as he did take that from Kiri. AJG will score, and, well, here we are.
Yeah, poor Flitz. Was thinking something else was going to happen on this play. You see Chronic take over the play from Kiri, and AJG was shielded behind Kiri. So Flitz goes over for that corner boost thinking that his player's still behind the ball. But as soon as he turns and grabs that boost, all of a sudden AJG materializes onto his camera and the ball's flying towards his net.
Well, Flitz tried to catch this out of the corner, but AJG not going to let him. Shad caught coming up, but he took out Chronic. And that was the immediate threat. Good job popping that away from Flitz as well. AJG to send this ball away, and here goes Razebull, the absolute last person that AllMid wants to see on the ball, because right now, he's the best player in this lobby. Doesn't matter what format.
He might even be the best player in the tournament right now. I understand that like Daniel is playing well in 2s and 3s, but honestly, I think Razebull's kind of matching him in that department. I mean, looking at it,
the head-to-head.
I'd love to see Chronic versus Daniel, but I kind of just want to see the run back on Razebull versus Daniel. I don't have any bias. I got no dog in this fight. I just want to see a great series here, but I'm still thinking about Razebull, man.
Hard not to think about Razebull. He's up on the ball here, trying to hit AJG off the ceiling there, and Chronic will pop it away with Kiri streaking down the field. Needs one more person to pass to. Also needed probably about 50 more boosts, which would have been impossible. Now AJG lobbing one for Shad, who's got to wait and watch Flitz and Kiri work on the back line. And I think that little touch by Kiri really threw off Shad. He was trying to read things, and now they'll set up Chronic 2-1, AllMid on top.
Well, they thought they had to put Chronic in, but Kiri is the one popping off right now. Great follow-up touch, and Chronic, all he had to do was follow the path. You got your third man to make sure nothing crazy happens on the back end with Flitz. Just follow Kiri, and he will take you to the promised land. Beautifully done by Kiri. Now 2 huge goals orchestrated by him.
Chronic trying to set up Kiri, who was underneath, but AJG wise to the play. This will go right to Shad, but Chronic there at the goal line for the save. Double demo between Kiri and Razebull. Chronic also takes out AJG, so it's only Shad for a moment, but Shad able to get this ball deeper into the zone. Razebull coming on, denied by Chronic, and AJG doing all he can just to play away from Kiri, who was coming on, maybe looking for blood. Now Kiri across to Chronic, and Razebull stopped that too.
And now Complexity starting to respond to that passing and trying to get in front of Kiri on those carries. But Flitz has found Chronic! And everybody's starting to feed Chronic now. Kiri sets it all up. He gets a demo on the back end. And all Flitz has to do is drop it down in front of the box. Shad had to wait as Flitz had control. And, well, they made him pay.
Yeah, Shad ducked into the net, and he started to go up on the back wall. Realized that play was slowing down, so he had to change his momentum and then had to play read and react. It did not work in his favor at all. 3-1 now to AllMid. Razebull to AJG. They're going to get one back. No, wow. Chronic with the save, his third. And now AJG redirect. That's high, and Chronic sweeps it away.
Oh, I think Chronic pre-jumped that initial save from AJG. Or the initial shot from AJG. Now Chronic's got a breakaway. Shad, last man back. 2 touches for Chronic taken away. Complexity need to get out. All of a sudden they're down. AJG downfield again, and he hits the crossbar again. First shot saved by Chronic. Second shot off the crossbar. Third shot, well, you've heard this song before, off the crossbar. Nothing working for AJG.
Why is this
just not there?
Razebull now has Shad. 2 is left, going to go head hunting. Got Flitz, but could not get through for the shot. Oh, they are so close, Complexity. but still down 2. Any other day, maybe they've tied this up, but not this day, as AllMid look to stay alive and force a 5th game in this series. Flitz, pop up for Kiri. Shad's there first. You can tell Complexity trying to speed up, trying to get bodies downfield, and it's just not happening. Chronic puts on the brakes to stop Shad from countering. And I'm surprised all 3 are up as far as they are here for AllMid. 35 seconds up 2. You do not want to get bit here, and they just might if they do that again.
I really like how Chronic's looking. He jumps downfield. That one taken away again. I think. Oh, AJG, my man. I don't know what you got to do to shore up the accuracy, but you keep hitting it into defenders, the crossbar, everywhere but the open field. And that one might go in.
Have it. Oh, they do.
There it is.
I thought after that one off the post, there was just no way this couldn't possibly repeat itself. And it did for a moment, but Razebull from Shad gives them some life here. 8 seconds left. We're going to see the fake kickoff again. This is their MO.
Here it comes.
It is.
Okay. We're AllMid ready for it. Chronic's up for it. Razebull drops it down. Coming forward. Shad's going to play headhunter. And there it is. AllMid will not get swept. Stacks. What do Complexity go with here?
I think if I'm Complexity, well,
You gotta pick 1v1. You gotta pick 1v1.
it's your choice of 2s and 1s.
There's no, like, okay.
As good as Razebull is, yeah, I guess you got to go with 1s.
Honestly, I just think that 1s is the play. And they're doing it. They're doing it. Wait, hang on. Chronic, or as soon as the pick came in for 1s, Chronic went, no, in all caps, and then he said, wait.
He didn't get a say in the matter.
I think he's got to go to the bathroom. I don't know what's going on with Chronic. He's like, oh no, I got to play Razebull again.
Yeah, he miraculously had to go to the bathroom after he realized he's got to play Razebull again. Imagine
Hang on,
that.
I need a bucket.
As long as you're not wearing white pants, you're good, dude. Just calm down. So, Game 5 coming your way. Again, in this best of 7 here in the lower bracket finals. Everything up to this point, other than our upper finals we just saw, has been best of 5. So now here's how things work going forward, because now I'm sure you're wondering, okay, do we keep picking in Game 6 if it comes to that? In Game 6, we're going to go with whatever format hasn't already been played twice. So we're going to see 2v2 after this. If Chronic can run it back against Razebull here, then it will be on the Game 6 loser's choice. That'd be Complexity if we do go to a 7th game as to what we play. So now that all that's out of the way, Game 5, 1v1. Razebull and Chronic Part 2 is underway.
And I'm, okay, for Chronic, the last 1v1 was close. He kept it close the whole time. Now he's got a nice flick. That's a great start for Chronic. Simple flick, make it impossible to save. Nice catch. You got Razebull so far back. You see him try to shade himself behind the ball to make Chronic think about it, but he's actually just pushed himself a little too far forward. Chronic made his choice easy, and that was a nasty flick.
By the way, it's worth mentioning, up until this point, the only team that's picked 1v1 have been Xset, Lil Step Bros, and AllMid. So now finally Complexity opting to go for a 1v1 here, and Razebull tried to keep that out. It fell right back to Chronic, who makes it 2-0.
Yep, Razebull tried to make it back, kind of hard committed earlier on the backside of the net, and he did get a couple of boosts to get some speed, but that touch is going to be really hard to square out. You see him try to use the side of his car to pinch it across, but inside of that post is a cruel, it's just cruel, that's all.
Oh, yeah. A cruel soul just imprisoned inside the post. An even crueler soul inside the crossbar, as Angel found out in the 2v2. Wow. As this goes back towards Chronic's net, Razebull will score, back within 1.
It was just so fast in the corner. Chronic loses the boost, and that's it. Razebull knows it. As soon as he grabs the boost, he's just bang, 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 quick touches into the corner. Good luck getting back fast enough. He knew he could outspeed him, and that's exactly what he went with. Razebull not wasting any time getting that time or getting that goal.
Be very curious to see what Complexity does as Race Bull ties this up. If this does go to a 7th game, I know we're getting way ahead of myself here. But would we see a third 1v1 in a best of 7?
I think if Complexity lose this 1v1, then the magic's over. They don't go back to it. But AllMid will definitely go to it. Like if Complexity lose this 1v1, AllMid would definitely go back to it. Because at that point, the magic is over, right?
Well,
used all of it up. No mana, out of mana.
Well, here's the thing. AllMid,
no recovery.
More choices the rest of the way. Chronic will score here as he knocks Raise Bull into the net. The ball follows after. 3-2 with still, wow, 3:54 left. Again, this is one of those games where it feels like there should only be a couple minutes left, but no, there's just been a high-scoring affair. This, I think, does benefit Chronic, by the way. I think Raise Bull wants to win these kind of low-scoring matchups, even though he's put up a couple 6s and 7s. There's Raise Bull going in the air again, and Chronic got Raise Bull, but not the ball. Back to square one.
It has turned into a shootout. You see Chronic trying to line up and get to that challenge early against Raise Bull, but I don't think he anticipated Raise Bull getting his flip reset so early. And as soon as Raise Bull gets it, he sees Chronic has committed. He knows he's got him beat as soon as he sees Chronic commit off of the corner. And it was just, again, it's pure speed from Raise Bull. His mechanical execution is so clean, Chronic isn't ready for it. He thinks he can get out for the challenge, but in reality, Raise Bull's already won it. And that kind of flick is the way you put yourself on top again. You want to talk about missiles? This is an ICBM.
Oh, Raise Bull's thinking, I can stop anything he throws. Oh, except that. Okay, 4-3. What do you got for an encore here, Chronic? Oh, you just got a kickoff goal. Unless Raise Bull can stop him, and he can. Just barely. I know, you should never write off Raise Bull at this point. Can't write off Chronic either. That 0-second play in the last 1v1 was absolutely obscene. He scores here, go up 2, which is just a pittance of a lead with these two players. But he's starting to get a little quicker than Raise Bull here.
Yeah, have they found Raise Bull's kryptonite? It's been simple flicks. Literally, almost all of Chronic's goals are just flicks, and they're too powerful for Raise Bull to even save. So I feel like the best option for Raise Bull is you gotta play a little tighter to Chronic. You can't give him as much space as you have. And you know Raise Bull's capable of mixing it up and playing a lot closer to those challenges, but those flicks have absolutely killed him, and he can't let Chronic keep going to those. He's gonna need to generate some offense here, not gonna get that goal. He will recover. Chronic gonna have to wait. He needed that corner boost. There's a chance for Raise Bull. Beats Chronic to the ball again. This game is far from over, Stacks. Raise Bull can adjust and stop those flicks from happening from Chronic. He just might work his way back in.
We go back to that last miss that was just a little bit above the bar. There was a great read by Raise Bull, realizing he wasn't going to score there. He couldn't go for the double, so he had landed out a little bit so he could get a better jump on where that ball was going. Chronic had to go for corner boost. Raise Bull needed the midfield. It worked out just fine. Chronic, oh, he wanted Raise Bull to get midfield boost. Didn't matter. Chronic goes right over top again. Another flick.
Literally nothing you can do there. Raise Bull pulls off. He's got no boost, and you saw him flip to the side. He thought Chronic was going to go over to the wall, so he kind of commits to the side a little bit. That gives Chronic the favor on the edge, and he gets the flick again. He can't pull off the ball like Raise Bull can. He's got to be able to counter these flicks. Chronic is going to keep going to it until it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, Raise Bull stuffed here, and Chronic going to give him no quarter. He's going in for the kill, and Raise Bull swatted it away. Full boost. Got it out of the corner. Decent read, but not on it like you would have liked. Still held his ground, and it's in.
This one looked a little goofy, but it's a nice 50 here from Raise Bull. You see him jump just at the perfect time to stop that ball from Chronic. Chronic even throws out the nice one in chat. It was a good 50 from Raise Bull, and that's what I'm talking about. You got to cut it off. Don't give him the space.
There's still over 2 minutes to go here. It just feels like we've been here for a day and a half with these two going back and forth. Wouldn't have it any other way. Raise Bull, open net if he can circle around on it. Sure can. We're all tied up inside 2.
Raise Bull again. Just think Chronic had that lead. And now it's all gone away.
That
Raise
two-goal
Bull
lead, man.
hitting
It's
the
just
next touch,
nothing.
and he has changed it up a little bit. He's gotten the control. The big thing for Chronic, can he control that ball again? Can he force Raise Bull off of the play? Raise Bull's won the kickoff, but Chronic gets the next touch. Raise Bull trying to pull him off the ball. And a weak flick will put Chronic out to the other side.
Oh,
There he is again as the flick coming. Nope, this time Raise Bull will immediately challenge him. That's what it's going to take. Don't let him get the chance to flick that ball. Raise Bull is making the adjustment. Now he's won against Chronic, who probably got a little greedy in the corner, trying to push that ball out. As Chronic gets the boost stolen away from him, and it's starting to look like the previous 1v1 look. Stacks, that's a great catch and recovery from Raise Bull, but he gets deleted on the play. Chronic's got the goal, and it's going to be easy for him to put it in.
Yeah, getting real throwback vibes here, Jorby. Way back to like 2017 and the Nexus 1v1, just watching First Killer run all these community tournaments and pay for his future schooling. And now the play has ramped up significantly over the last 5 years, and you're seeing it now, what the future really looks like. Chronic and Raise Bull, head to head. I could watch these guys play a best of 7 themselves. This is so fun. Raise Bull got that midfield boost. Chronic will take his own. Last time this happened, Raise Bull still managed to score. He's going to try and flick over, not happening, and Chronic got to burn a lot of boost to get to the backboard, and Raise Bull will make sure he has nothing left in reserve.
Good win here from Raise Bull.
Almost.
Ooh. Almost got there. Raise Bull starting to run out of time. He's got full boost. Now he's got control. Chronic gonna wait. Does he go for the bump? No, he has to get down. Raise Bull recovers quickly. He's got that midfield boost as well. Another try for Raise Bull. Keeps it close. Chronic up for it. Chronic's defense looking pretty solid so far. Raise Bull still with full control, though. How many chances is he going to get? He's got the reset hanging on, and he lets it drop. Chronic wins it, Stacks, and this might be it, as Raise Bull puts it back for maybe one more try.
Raise Bull had a lot of zone time there and still could not get a quality shot through. Chronic, the demolition.
Nice.
And this ball will just touch down. That'll do it. Chronic gets one back. There's 2 in a row now from AllMid. And all of a sudden, start looking at this going, all right, what else is in store? We know it's 2s now, going into game 6. That's the format that hasn't been played twice. But now there's some doubt creeping into the mind of Complexity here, Jorby. And I know you got to stay in the moment. You can't think about what's down the line. But maybe they got to be thinking a little bit, right, about, gosh, what are we going to do if we lose this 2v2?
I mean, the last 2v2 was close. It really could go either way here. And you got to imagine they're going to keep going to Chronic. He has looked really solid. And I think the reverse sweep looks really possible right now, Stacks.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're going to go back to 3v3, but, I mean, AllMid are perfectly competitive with that. This is anybody's game now. Raise Bull had to win that because this has just thrown a wrench through everything now. And I don't know if they're going to be able to come back from that. They literally just need to win one more game. Raise Bull, maybe they go back with AJG, but Complexity have not been in 2v2. So let's see what they got, Stacks.
We will see exactly what they got. It's Raise Bull and Shad again. This time it's Kiri and Chronic on the pitch for AllMid. Just a note on Complexity here, because they're going to have a choice in Game 7 if we get there. They're now 0 for their last 3 when they've had choice of format. Asterisk there, yes, 2 were against Space Station Gaming. Keep that in mind as SSG awaits the winner of this series in the grand finals with a 1-game advantage. Shad will be slow to the ball here as Kiri got to it first. And Chronic, who's been out there now for every game since 2, will be beaten out here. Raise Bull taking all day, waiting for that corner boost to spawn. This is not ones, my guy. You can't just sit there, as Shad will come into the rescue. Chronic beaten out by Raise Bull again. Couple really good challenges going the way of Complexity. Shad, demo, Raise Bull, got there in time.
Shad putting this one on ice. Razebull gets the first demo. Shad goes straight for Chronic, turned off ball cam and everything to ensure that goal goes in. You love that kind of dirty play in front of the net. A nice opening goal there for Complexity.
I love looking at the score lines from a series out of this format as Chronic wins this challenge. How in the world? Are you kidding me? The 1v1 is back, except Shad got involved too. I think it was Shad that actually knocked it netward. Oh, no.
Oh, you hate to see it. Hits it right into his teammate. Great pass, great pass, great pass. Yeah, you just say go next on that one, right?
Yep. Tie game. That's why you scored the first one, so you could give up that one and not feel too bad about it.
How about Chronic, though? Obviously facilitating the disaster in front of the net. Dude has been something else today.
He has been. You look at these score lines as this one's sent netward. Should be an easy clear. It is. 1-0, 2-1, 4-3, 3-2, 7-6. Welcome to 1v1ville.
One of these is not like the other.
It is decidedly not. It is more like the games they had been playing, though. I mean, Chronic's had a couple low-scoring games. Razebull's had a low-scoring game in there. Yeah, you know both these players. I think they want to get out and run and turn that into kind of a back-and-forth battle. Chronic, it worked out well for him this time around. Now Kiri, one-on-one with Shad. Razebull coming back into support. That's a good win to send that all the way back to Chronic. I'm sure AllMid not too fussed at all because it gets the ball on maybe their best player, Chronic, for Kiri. Now he's going to take this himself, and Razebull, easy save.
Yeah, Complexity not biting on that one. Letting Chronic give that ball up. Kiri doing a good job, at least preventing the quick clear, but Shad makes it happen anyway. Chronic gets up there in time. These follow-ups working well for AllMid. They're getting back to these touches. Now Kiri's got a breakaway. Kiri instrumental in the last 3v3. Chronic pre-flip and just couldn't get around to the ball. Skipped over to the right side. Things locked down for AllMid for now as Shad launches it over one. Wants the bump onto the other, and Kiri can play it out.
That's a really good touch, too. That hit Chronic right in the sweet spot, and he forced it through! How about the feed from Kiri, and then Chronic pays it back in kind with a brilliant finish.
Shad coming back for this, and I think Razebull actually maybe makes that save. I think Shad kind of helped that ball shuffle in, and it pushed that ball to Razebull's hood rather than his bumper. The power difference is immense between those two parts of the car. And I think maybe if Razebull gets that touch onto his nose in the car, it hits it back into Chronic, but then back into Razebull's hood as he's coming across the top of the net. And I think there's a good chance that one pops out if Shad doesn't get involved on trying to make that save. But, I mean, those are so tight into the top corner. You can understand why Shad ended up jumping for it. Wasn't sure if Razebull was really going to have it. AllMid take advantage.
AllMid trying to hang on and force a seventh game, and it's Complexity's worst nightmare realized, but they get one back here to tie things up. It's Razebull. You know, for all the talk we've had about Chronic, and in fairness, Kiri as well, we cannot stop singing the praises of Razebull. He comes through yet again for another goal for Complexity. Does not matter the format, he has been the guy in this tournament.
Oh, Shad might have a chance here. He got a great catch. A lot of boost. Was just cut off. Well positioned by Chronic. Kiri as well, not giving Razebull any chance off that back wall. Chronic barreling down, drops the ball in front to win the 50 against Shad. Oh, and look at Chronic doing work. Can he actually push this one against Shad? He's got the shot, and it's just off the post. Kiri comes for the rebound. Shad gets in the way again. Complexity hang on, but that was a good look from Chronic. Kiri takes the ball away, forcing Complexity to stay on the blue half. Flips it to the backside. Chronic gonna wait for his next touch, but Razebull, does he get them out? He does. Now a race back over to the ramp. Razebull kicking Chronic out of the way. It's an open net for Shad, and Complexity have the late lead.
Shad's just got to be relieved to see one go in off of his car on the right net as this one comes through, his first goal of this game, and gets the offense going with 1 minute and 1 second to go. Now Complexity, a rare lead in this.
Classic.
Great minds think alike, and so do those two players.
Oh man, let's just do that every time. I think
Yeah,
that would be way
right?
more entertaining. We'd have no clue what would happen. Nice recovery by Shad, getting in front of the ball again.
They're jammed up.
The
in
old
that corner.
double
I'm
Spanish
worried
is
about
something we should
complexity.
always go for, Stacks. You know.
Yeah.
How often do we see the double Spanish? We got 2 in one game. We got 4 goals, no maybe? No, Chronic's there to dive in front.
Uh-oh. Numbers advantage. Kiri could not go for the demo. Got the follow-up, though. It's on, and his ball kept it out.
I should know better.
Right, yeah. Not with him there. Chronic's at a full tank of boost. Might have to use it. Raised bull. Oh, he tried to slow play that one away. Didn't work out. Kiri not in a position to get downfield. 7 seconds. Chronic, the tie. Shad with the save. The redemption arc nearly complete. Complexity puts it away.
GG's to AllMid. You'll get your next